So here's our third part, the nature of development. So biological, cognitive, and socio-emotional processes. Biological processes involve physical changes to one's body, so things like brain development, your height, your weight, that kind of thing. Cognitive processes refer to changes in thinking and intelligence, and socio-emotional processes involve changes in an individual's emotions, personality, relationships, and social context. These processes are all intertwined and affect one another.
So periods of development involve development in terms of periods. Haha! So we go from being a cute baby to turning into an old man. It's natural. Childhood is the first period of development, and childhood it involves 5 periods itself. If you think that's confusing, try teaching this. So first period is prenatal, then comes to infancy, early childhood, middle childhood, and late childhood.
And each of these just have their own distinct characteristics. All right, so the next period that we're going to look at, and pretty much the basis of this course, is adolescence. So the key task of adolescence is preparation for adulthood. In North American cultures, adolescence begins between the ages of 10 to 13 and lasts until your late teens. And it can be split into early and late adolescence. And it should be noted that changes do not end with adolescence. So they keep happening throughout adulthood.
Forever. Adulthood is next, and it includes 3 distinct periods. There's early adulthood, which is late teens through your 30s. Middle adulthood is 35 to 45 and lasts till about you're 65 years old. And late adulthood is 65 until death.
And each, again, has their own distinct characteristics. So transitions between periods in one's life are very important parts of their lives. So we're going to look at the transition between childhood to adolescence and adolescence to adulthood. So the transition from childhood to adolescence involves a number of biological, cognitive, and socio-emotional changes. They're complex and multidimensional and involves changes in many different aspects of an individual's life. In order for this transition to be successful, you need support from caring adults.
Good job, Craig. You got on your first try.
Thanks, Lisa.
So the transition between adolescent and adulthood has been said to be determined by cultural standards and experiences, and has been recently termed emerging adulthood. A key period of time full of exploration and experimentation. There's 5 key features that characterize the emerging adult.
So developmental issues have been around forever. There's some questions that we're going to explore in the next few slides, so let's get at it. So the first question that we're going to look at here is nature versus nurture. Nature refers to an organism's biological inheritance, so its genetics, while nurture refers to its environmental experiences and how that affects our lives. Psychologists argue for one side or the other, and the debate goes on.
That it does, Craig. The next question we will review is continuity and discontinuity. So continuity states that growth is slow and gradual, while discontinuity states that you experience sudden changes in your growth.
Okay, so there's an argument over which type of experience, one that occurs early in life or one that occurs later, has more of an impact on one's development. Some think that unless one's childhood is full of warmth and nurturing, that their development will never be optimal, while later experience view advocates that late childhood and adolescent experience are just as important as the ones early in your life.